There's a good thing. It's rotating. What was in the skies of mysteries, and why did it sound like the most treasured site in Christianity?
There's a new in this something proof we're not alone. UFO descending over the dome of the rock of Jerusalem.
Alright. Welcome to GUFON, everybody. I'm your host, Rich Giordano. We are live here on Friday, January 7th, 2022. I'm here looking out for you. Let's get the ball rolling. Tonight, we're not going to talk about S4 much, but we do have some updates to give you on the S4 site. So if you got a few minutes, I'm going to play it. You can leave, because then after that, we're going to talk about UFOs. All right? Hey. So I hope you're having a good week. We're starting the weekend now. People were asking me, are we done with this S4 thing? No! And yeah, I mean, until new stuff comes up. I'm not here to say, yeah, we were right, or he was wrong, or that's all over. For me, it is. I mean, it was interesting last night, I would have to admit. Yes, I feel better today because I took action. I could have stayed on the couch and been crying to myself, which I did yesterday, but I had no choice. I couldn't move. I admit I look good though, right? I mean, I didn't look sick. I went out to get a test today to see if I had the car. Do you have any test kits here at Walgreens? No. You know, Walmart said they didn't have any. I know, the lady said. So where do I go to get a test? You got to make an appointment. Here? Yeah, at Walgreens. We do them here for free. When do you got an appointment? In 3 days. I said I'll be dead by then. So I walked out and I said, all right, if I'm dead, I won't be back. But if I'm alive, I'll be back someday. She said, all right. And I left and I said, I may have had some version of it. Well, what is the Omicron? The detriment one? What is that? The detour? What do they got? Detour Dan one? they got all these different versions of COVID. We got COVID-19, and we got Omicron, we got the deterrent, we got the... you know what? Just shut off. Because I don't care. Just call it the flu now. It's the flu. You know what flies? UFOs. Yeah, they kind of do. But do they? And my voice is still gone. I just realized that. I haven't talked to anybody all day. Except for, myself. I really haven't talked to anyone. Except for, the lady out at Walgreens. Yeah. But that was just an intermittent thing. I had no choice. She talked to me. So I had to respond. All right. So, welcome back. I hope you guys are ready for a good show. The weekend's here. Let's get roll call going. Hey, John P. Adventures. Welcome to the show. On the rise. There you are. I've seen you the last couple of days getting a little active in the chat room. Keep an eye on this one. Welcome to the show. I know everything. Tim Freestone, what's up, man? Welcome to the show. Thanks for chilling out. Walt Corbin, you too, right before the show. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Unidentified S4, guess what? The show has you. Welcome to the show. Den Bob, welcome to the show. Big Bob, Little M, what do you say? How you doing? Welcome to the show. Good to see you back. B. Baker's in the house. Yep. Moderator. Where did he go? Here he is with 2 B's and Giddy Up. Welcome to the show. Bex. Moron Crown. Hey, are you talking about you? You talking about me? Who you talking about? Welcome to the show, you flabbergaster. Hey, Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Always on the fence, this one. You know how to play the game. I appreciate it. Man or a woman? All woman right there. Welcome to the show. Sir Wolf 67. 1 year older than me. Welcome to the show. Stan the Man Stasiak. What is up? How you been, man? Good to see. Good to go. Here we are. Hello. Already got you. Wild Ascension dash Divibe Cosmos. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Paul Fahey, welcome to the show. Mr. Big Feet, welcome to the show. Jimmy Mack, welcome to the show. Dark Sky Files. Hey, it jumped. Welcome to the show. First Floor Audio, Lee, Music Man, welcome to the show. I got you. Now I got you. Music Man, that's who you are. Coral Ann, welcome to the show. Moderator, where do you go? You're in the chat room. Keeping things on the flow. Is that it? All right. Oumuamua 42. Oumuamua underscore 42. Welcome to the show. Exopha Terrestrial. Now Exopha Terrestrial. Used to be Exopha, but I like the change. You're promoting. Go check out that website. I'm old school still. Go check out that YouTube channel, as well as Unidentified S4, and Into Thin Air, and Third Phase of Moon, and... All right, what, we done? Let's see who's straggling, coming in the front door. Ian McFadden. How do you say there, laddie? Good to have you back here, you frig ya. Hey, Dorothy Hawkins. I forgot to say it. Welcome to the show, laddie. Dorothy? The Hawk. Hawkins. Welcome to the show. Who else we miss? Offworld Adam. Welcome to the show. The Gorilla Gamer is back. Hey, yo.
How you doing, eh? Where you been? You hiding out or what? Are you fighting Apollo? I see you got...
Chicken. Blue. How you do? Welcome to the show. Murder Hornet returns. Welcome to the show. Raymond Laurent. Welcome to the show. Langley. Welcome to the show. Lee Guy, the Bacon... Hey. The Baconator. There you are. Welcome to the show. Brian L. That's it. Welcome to the show. Not anybody else new? Andy Gambino! Oh, I almost put you in time out there, Chief. Welcome to the show. That's it. We're good. No, I gotta say this one. Welcome to the show. Dinosaur Taco. Probably my favorite name of 2022. Good for you. What a name. Fucking A. Alfie Jobob. I don't know what happened. Goth White Inc. Welcome to the show. I'm just seeing a bunch of new people. I want to say hi. Dawn Knight. How you doing? Welcome to the show. As long as this... Hey! There ya are. Nathan Allen, the other moderator. Welcome to the show. That's it. Wait. Jody O'Mara. Welcome to the show. I bet you a lot of people say O'Mara. It's O'Mara. I know. It's O'Mara. Shit. All right. So let's get started. Let's just go right into it. But before I do, I make no apologies for who I talk to, for who my friends are, for the people I deal with in the ufology world. Okay? There was one agitator that has a YouTube channel. Another one tried. Nocturnal. Come on. But, you know, I found Truth Seeker Show and introduced it to GUFON. And boy, did you guys like him too. Right? I see about maybe 40 of you go over there. So you're welcome, Truth Seekers, for that. I say that because it's the honest to goodness truth that I thought when I found Truth Seekers, I still feel this way, that everything that he does, I enjoy. When the finger's pointed at you, it feels a little different. Usually. But this time it didn't. This time it didn't hurt me. I didn't feel punched in the gut like Steven was out to get me. I don't know how Third Phase felt about it. I think they're okay with it. We're all okay, to be honest with you. I just want to let it be known that I will hang out with anybody I want to. I am going to be 54 years old in March. And I've had this persona for the last 18 years where I do what I want. Why? Why would you hang out with Third Phase? Why would you hang out and have a guy who's a criminal on your show? It's my business. Don't worry about it. Do whatever you got to do. See, and you'll get there, Steven. He'll get there. He will. Ma, get Steven she's got a dozen meatballs ready. Six, half a dozen for you. She said she didn't want to make a dozen right now. That's nice of her. She didn't have to put a meatball out there for you. You get 6. That's half a dozen. It's pretty good for a guy who, said some things. Didn't hurt. And I'm just saying it because I want you guys to know, do not say anything hateful to Steven. Do not say anything hateful to anything about anybody. Let me do it. All right? It's my job. Okay? And if I want to hang out with criminals and hoaxers, that's my business. You think you're doing me any good? Where have you been for 2 years? Haven't heard a word about it. But, of course, now we have this S4 situation come up, and now I'm hanging out with hoaxers and people are talking about my back. I know. I don't care. I don't care. My whole life has led me up to this point of maturity. Ever since I went to school, I'll say first grade, where Mrs. Whitman used to grab you by the back of your neck and squeeze it hard if you got out of line. Head behind head, straight line. Do not look to the side. And people making fun of the shirt you wear. Just because I wore a Welcome Back Kotter shirt doesn't mean I should be pointed at and laughed at. Just because I wore a Fonzie shirt that said, "Hey," doesn't mean I should be laughed at. It's true. I've got pictures. Not right now, but. So, my whole life I've been different. I've been a vocal comedy guy. I see something and I say it. And not at the wrong time. I don't interrupt somebody while they're talking. Like in school, if the teacher stopped and said some paused and looked in her book, then I'd be like, so does that come from underground or does it come from heaven? Ah, ha, 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 ha. I always did it comedy with respect towards the other people. I feel like I took that and made it into this show. All the years, all the name calling, all the bullying, been there, done that. And then when people found out that, when I moved to Arizona is when the big change happened in 79, 5th grade, halfway through 5th grade. When I got to Arizona, people didn't pick on me. They thought I was in the mob. For real. Because Giordano, nobody ever heard of that in Arizona. What's a Giordano? That's his last name. Say water, and I'd go out and water. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Say coffee. Ah, this guy's great. Say sewer. Ah, how do you say that coffee again? Coffee. Who are you? Hi, my name's Amy. Oh, hi, Amy. Was my first girlfriend, Amy G. She came to my house on a horse and rang the doorbell while we were eating dinner. My mother answers the door. She goes, "Oh, I'm here to see Rich." And my mother goes, "Richie, there's a girl here on a horse." What? There she was, Amy G. She came to my house on a horse. How cool is that? And then that slut, Lisa P., tried ruining everything, and well, anyway, I digest. All right, let's get to the S4 update. I just want to let you guys know I'm all right. Thank you for your well wishes and support. You guys are the best. GUFON is strong. Now, I want to give it a little bit of an announcement. I opened up a Getter account. That's GETTR. And I will be transferring everything to Getter. I don't know why, but Get Her Done is where I'm going to be putting GUFON 2. And eventually some things will go there. But I need to secure our future. And I made a Getter account, so, you know, whatever. I don't know. What is Getter anyway? Isn't it just like Twitter? Yeah, I don't think it's like YouTube, is it? I don't know. Somebody said I need to get Getter, so I signed up on the app. And I was looking for ways to put videos up, and I didn't. I gave up after 12 seconds. I'm like, not right now. Well, that's down the future. I don't know. Is it like Twitter? Well, whatever. I'm there. Find me. GUFON 2. The number 2. I named it GUFON U, but, you know, I didn't want people to say, you're goofing on it. We got goofing. You know? All right. Well, we'll talk about HAARP in a little bit. We'll talk about that. Ready? All right. This is the update on S4. In 3, 2, right after this. And unmute it.
There's been a follow-up by Jeremy from Alien Scientists. He did some research about the so-called water guzzler theory. Jeremy was the first one that put that out on Third Phase of Moon and calling us out, saying we're just showing a water guzzler. Well, we asked him to do a little research on it because he wanted to prove his point. Ironically, he found out that it may not be a water guzzler. Watch this.
But there's a mine. Not only do we not have the water guzzlers on the map when I looked up the water guzzlers, and I actually heard back from Bureau of Land Management. So BLM wrote me back and said that I have to contact the property owner or that site owner for more information. So they said basically it's not on Bureau of Land Management land, and they don't know anything about it. So it's kind of did a number on the whole theory that was a water guzzler, and it's also a little bit big to be a water guzzler. It's it's like 100 feet by 100 feet. So this might be a mine, and it kind of actually looks like a mine. This particularly, this looks like a mine. It could be a mine shaft down into the mountain, which is super interesting because hey, where you hide an underground base and an old mine shaft, right? So maybe there is an underground something here. It seems interesting and more plausible now that we have no guzzlers. I mean, might be updated since 2002. They might have put a water guzzler over here. We have to look. We're still doing the research to look on the maps to go back on the dates to see when these two square gray structures were actually built. If they were built after 2002, then that kind of puts the damper on the story that Bob Lazar was there in 1989. But if they were built, you know, in the late 80s, then there might be some, there might be some meat to the story. You know, this is interesting. A mine right here. That is technically on, see, this is the restricted access line. So this is technically on the side of U.S. Air Force, Nellis Air Force Range property, which is interesting. Fascinating. So yeah, guys, keep doing some research, keep digging. Again, maybe it is a water guzzler that's not on the maps, but it's not on BLM land. It's we have to contact the landowner who owns this to find out more information about it. If there is any information on it as a mine, we might be able to find that information on some mining, geology websites and stuff. So I just wanted to give a quick update. I got to go to work. I'll see you guys later.
What just happened? Did this script get flipped? Does Jeremy owe Third Phase $500? On Alien Addict, he said, I'll bet you $500 that's a guzzler. Now it may be a mine. See? What do you want from me? Let's play the rest.
Thanks for watching, and yeah, let's keep digging into this because it's certainly a fun mystery. And it would be really cool. It would be really cool if it did turn out to be the real S4 and there's an alien base there. All right.
Absolutely, Jeremy. That would be amazing if this indeed is the S4 base claimed by Bob Lazar. But I think that really doesn't mean anything, in my opinion. What really means a lot is that we have proven, or Jeremy's done some really good work, that he's backtracking his theory that this could be a water guzzler after doing the research, which I give him a lot of respect for, and we're pretty confident that it isn't. But after his investigation so far, his opinion at this moment that it's not a water guzzler, it's not there. So that's interesting. We have to rule that out at this moment. So Brent, what do you make of that?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Jeremy actually found maybe another hidden gem just by doing his research. He says, and maybe what we're looking at is a possible mine shaft. And if that's the case, there's a lot of questions that could be asked into this. Could there be a mine shaft that could go underneath what we're looking at right there? It looks like it could be open. I'm really glad that Jeremy's delving into this deep, and I know everybody else is right now. That's what it's all about, getting the research done. Let's get down to the truth. And what we're looking at is still a mystery. I'm wondering when this was removed, again, the S4 facility, and it hasn't been put back up yet. Still remains a mystery.
That's right, Brent. And I also like what Jeremy stated too, because he seems interested that the fact is that this might be a mine. And what better place to dig an underground facility and saying it's a mine. So this is kind of cool what's going on right here. It's a collaboration between people that want to find out the truth, and we're finding out that indeed we have no evidence that this is a water guzzler under the BLM management. So this is kind of breaking, in my opinion. And also I want to give a big clarification about this S4 facility. It was captured and discovered by Kyle from UFO Proof. And what's crazy is that if you look at this, we're at the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C., and what we want to show you closely is in regards to the government tags that once existed at the S4 facility, according to Google Earth, that the research facility had two government pins, one saying the S4 Research Facility and S4 High Ridge Facility. But what's interesting, people think that it's easy to put pins anywhere. Well, after it's been removed, it doesn't exist. But look at here, the Supreme Court has the exact same pin over there that was once put. So the Supreme Court has the same insignia, and now the S4 Ridge had the exact same insignia. So, man, that proves a lot, in my opinion. That's crazy, the evidence that we're finding out. So, again, people are saying it's really easy to put pins in, but right now it's vacant of any kind of pins in the...
So that's it. There you go. That is the update on S4, not S4, not a guzzler. At least we don't know yet. Not a mine that we're aware of yet, but it might be a mine. Yeah, well, what better place would you want to have the S4 connection down a mine shaft? Or maybe it's fake mine. Capiche? It's a one capiche show already. That's amazing. Anyway, that's the update. All right. So we'll have to wait. Now, I understand government pins apparently take 2 to 3 weeks before they are publicized. So we're seeing a couple of you, especially Mario Heat. I just saw that he sent me stuff on Facebook. Man, I've been out of it the last 2 days, so I'll check it out and maybe do an update tomorrow for the Saturday in the UK show. But that's the update, guys. What else can I say about it? Nothing. So that is it. There was a shout out to Crit Mac for giving Manzo the opportunity. I just wanted to play that for you real quick for those of you who aren't aware of it. This is shot by Manzo.
Me and my good guy Manzo, cuz. Manzo. Shout out shot by Manzo, cuz. And Compton Rick Rock, nigga. That was a motherfucking skit, cuz. On hood. Niggas wasn't really getting down, nigga. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 55th Street. Didn't want to hurt, cuz. On hood. It was a great skit. We put it together, cuz. It's the skits coming out, Compton Rick Rock TV, nigga. That's all the shit was.
That's all. I just wanted to give you an update on that incredible story by Critmac for giving Manzo the opportunity he deserved. That very good. Just to keep you guys informed of what's going on over there. I like the way he talks. He goes, one eye goes this way when he brings the cheek up and the other one goes this. Because let me tell you something, cuz. You know, he does that. Love that. I wish I could just be like that. I just can't. It's not my persona. Interesting. Interesting.
Anybody seen Richie?
Jesus H. Christ. Now we got the camera on him. Shh, shh, shh.
I'm gonna keep coming back until somebody remembers seeing Richie.
Don't say anything. He's gonna look. Right? Okay. Shit. Because Manzo, that Manzo clip brings him out. Didn't know. Now we know. He's gone? He's gone. All right, yeah. Got to be careful. I got to look out for these things, you know? It's pretty scary. Pretty scary in ufology. Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. That's all. That's all I'm saying. So I saw this from Paper Crane Wishes. That's Alien Girl, Uno One Uno. And she put these out there, and this is really funny. It's a balloon. Balloon Jesus. She said she didn't realize how big these type of balloons were. Now you're going to be shocked when you see this first one. We saw this as claimed as a UFO about a month ago, maybe a little longer. This is the UFO from close up. There it is. That is what we saw. I tried going through some third phase of moon videos, and I just didn't want to spend a lot of time. I was too tired. But yeah, this was definitely one of the UFO sightings that came in. I knew it. It's beautiful though, right? Forget about it. Anyway, just wanted to show you Jesus Christ. He's a balloon. I knew it. I knew it. So, a lot of people don't really know what HAARP does, right? I wanted to get into HAARP a little bit tonight. A little bit. Playing God is what this video is called. HAARP weather control. When you think of HAARP, what do you think of? Secret type of facility, really publicized. You can see it. And then we found out there's plenty of these all around the globe. What are they doing? Well, they're supposed to ionize the atmosphere somehow with electricity, you know? But then they figured out a way, hey, maybe we could change the weather by ionizing the atmosphere, the stratosphere, whatever's up there, and throwing a bunch of energy that way and changing the pattern, which I think is a very bad thing. Very, very. You mess with the natural process of anything, and you're going to throw it out of whack, which may be the thing we're witnessing now after them frickin' with the atmosphere forever. And now we may be seeing... Actually, you know what I really think's going on right now? I think we're seeing that, like, HAARP hasn't been active for a while, right? Not that we know of. But apparently, while the Coco was up and there was some closes and things like that, didn't you notice the weather seemed to change too? When there was that big lockdown we were all in for several months, remember? Then they opened up the country in May. So from March to May, it was closed down. For those 2 months, there were no airplanes, no chemis. Sky got clear, crystal clear. The next day, they opened up the country. And there was lines up and down the frickin' sky. I'm like, you couldn't even wait a week. You got to get back on the horse. But I think when they stopped it, it had a knee-jerk reaction. And I think we're seeing some payback from that. I mean, the weather's, it's really weird. Matter of fact, Into Thin Air made a video. I'll play a minute or two of it, make some interesting points on it. Of course, you know, he does good research, so we'll learn a lot. I wanted to play this for a month. I've had this since December 10th. I don't know what I'm going to look at yet, but it has to do with HAARP, playing God. I think I've seen this. I don't remember, but let's take a look. Oh, I can skip the ad. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate that.
They control the weather. They mine the oceans. They control volcanoes. They control earthquakes.
What?
We are now witnessing the greatest transition in the history of the human race. Transition from type 0 to type 1. The generation now alive is privileged to see the birth pangs of the birth of a new civilization.
What is this taken out of context from somewhere? He's not talking about HAARP. For nation shall rise against nation, and reign against reign. And there shall be earthquakes in various places, and there shall be scarcities of food and disturbances. These are the beginnings of birth pains. Mark 13:8. Yeah, whatever, Mark. Go back to sleep. I think you left your face diaper somewhere. Who's this guy?
The Navy launched a weapon capable of inducing a powerful earthquake off the shore of Haiti. He adds that this time it was only a drill, and the final target is destroying and taking over Iran. The existence of a tectonic weapon has never been proved, but its use is often suspected.
Last year, I confronted Heizo Takenaka, the former Japanese finance minister, over why he handed over control of the Japanese financial system to a group of American and European oligarchs. He and his envoy told me that it was because Japan had been threatened by an earthquake machine.
What?
I did not believe it at the time. However, when I started exposing some of their doings, I was told by the Japanese security police that because of what I had said on places like Rense.com, that Niigata City was going to be hit by an earthquake. 2 days later, Japan's largest nuclear reactor was the exact epicenter of 2 earthquakes.
What?
Both 6.8 in magnitude. Japan just had a very, very friendly summit meeting.
You know, I'm just thinking about this while I'm playing this video. Because now I'm realizing why it's on Rumble. I couldn't find it on YouTube. They may have, you know, I may be taking a risk playing it, but I will put the link in the description. I just wanted to give you an example of what was going on here with HAARP. A lot of people think HAARP is super dangerous. Super, super dangerous. I don't know. I want to see somebody somehow get a recording. I know we just saw some evidence that they were showing, you know, HAARP, and then 2 days later, but it has to happen, I think, while HAARP's on, I think, right? Like, I would imagine them turning on all the HAARPs and aiming that weapon at one place. I would like to see evidence of that. Yeah, anybody can pull up, you know, this and that, and but it doesn't prove anything. It's one of those things that, yeah, you know, it can probably do some things, and people have shown us with some testing that it's possible that you could, I guess, ionize the atmosphere and change the weather, maybe aim it at something else and create a volcano to erupt. It's a stretch. It's a big stretch. Jennifer Siami, 2 pounds. HAARP is a great carrier. Of what? Thank you for the £2. Continuing supporter of GUFON. Siami, Jennifer. Grazie. 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 Yeah, another conspiracy. I just wanted to play part of the video just because I haven't played it since I had it. Now, going to show you something. It's going to make a big conversation happen in the chat room. I don't want you to be too alarmed by this. But it looks like there was some UFO activity near the ISS. But I want to play this also from Third Phase of Moon. It doesn't matter. I'm allowed to. So let's play this strange thing. And I definitely want to hear what you people say. I want to know what you think about what we're about to look at here. Go.
Circular shaped craft that comes into frame, and then all of a sudden NASA cuts the feed. Well, we have this submission who gave us a heads up from the Hidden Underbelly 2.0. Take a look at his special report and his thoughts.
So guys, this was captured during the launch of the Falcon 9, where it was going to be launching some more Starlink satellites. Now this took place today, which is Thursday, January the 6th.
Thanks, Shane.
And in this footage here, we can see this donut-shaped object that seems to appear. And when we get a good look at it, guess what? The camera cuts to another scene, and then it comes back. Now, I don't believe that this object has disappeared. If you notice here, you can see this white object that is going across. I think that's the donut-shaped object. Now, when we look at this object, it doesn't seem like a satellite. I do not believe that this is any kind of lens flare, because normally we get the different colors in the lens flare. So I'm really stumped on this one. But guys, what do you think? I would really love to hear your opinions.
I'm going to say it's natural. Yeah, it could be. I've never seen a detached smoke ring appear in space. I doubt that can happen. I'm not sure. But ice crystals form. What if that is really close to the camera, but it looks like it's very far away? I just think it's strange how it comes out from behind. Let me pull it back up and just show you here real quick. How it comes out behind and then it starts to form. I'm not sure if, because you see right here there's shade. This is not hit by the sun. So is it coming out from behind, like really close here? Is it just popping out real super small, popping out from behind this thing? I don't know. And forming. God, it's just odd. You know, it doesn't, something we've never seen. However, NASA cuts away. That's a fact. And we have heard how many times that UFOs can cloak. I'm not a big believer in it, but they have. They do. And it looks like an O-ring. Maybe it's some sort of O-ring that's popping out, you know, because it kind of tilts a little. It looks like it's already there. And I don't know. See right there? It's kind of rotating. And it looks like it might be some sort of ring or O-ring. I'm not sure. But UFO? Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know. It is just weird. Right? I mean, here we go with something weird. And then he's thinking maybe it didn't disappear, that here it is, leaving the area. But you see that little... You see? See that? A little gas coming out because they're hitting the thrusters. which I think pushed it away. There it goes again. I am going to stay with what I think it is. I think it's an ice crystal. I think we're just seeing a weird angle. For whatever reason, it's circular, coming out of the shadows and revealing itself. And then the thrusters are hit to keep the thing in orbit, whatever, and off it goes. That's all I can say. That's what I really think is going on. Yeah, crazy, right? Sometimes it's nothing. Let's see what people are saying in the old chat room, shall we? Let's see. Interesting. Oh my God, I don't know. You only looked at the lit section. As it comes from behind, it's a dark object. Look again. Yeah, I saw it. What do you mean I'm only looking at it from... I'm looking at the whole thing. Is there more to it? Where? Here? Here? Over in here? Where, Lang? Lee? Where am I missing it? I'm looking right here. I see an object. Yeah, I see something there. It looks like there's something there. But, you know, see like this right here? There's something peeking out. I noticed it. Yeah, it's interesting. But what makes more sense? It's a UFO or an ice crystal that just is in the shadows? Yeah, I admit, Lang, Lee, I don't know. But I'm giving my opinion on what I think it is. I don't know. I just don't know. It's a good point. Yeah, and I did forget to bring that up. It's weird. It's a weird one. Well, you know what it is? It is a UFO. Got to use the right verbiage because I don't know what it is. Anytime somebody speculates, it means you don't know. It's a best guess, and that's all it is. There you go. Yeah, it's weird. It may just be an object. Is there another place that it's at? Another part of the video? I've always said that, LC. Truth is stranger than fiction. That's why I don't understand why people lie. You don't need to lie. You captured a UFO. You don't need to tell me there were aliens. You know, make up some story. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't know. What's up, cousins, brothers? They're here? Yeah, they're probably here. Scouting. Oh, yeah, here we go. O-rings don't form like that. You can clearly see it take its own shape. Could be ice crystals that shape into a ring formed in zero gravity, but something I've never seen before. I agree. I don't know what it is. Yep, have to use the right verbiage. Pretty cool, though. So, we're familiar with the ISS getting flybys. ThirdPhasOfMoon has many of these strange anomalous objects. NASA, of all, they have a lot of video of these strange anomalous crystal-looking things. We just don't know because we're not there. And when they cut the feed, damn it, they're hiding something. Like, I have a job to do. I try to just see where my ideas take me, and I try to figure things out. Doesn't mean I'm right. I don't think I'm right. I just don't know. It's weird. Yeah, it's really weird, isn't it?
Or any space debris out there, because its characteristics of it is quite amazing. But then there is another object off at the distance moving, and again, it's really crazy what's going on above our heads. And let me tell you, we even have more evidence. And guys, this was captured from
check this out. All right, we're going right into these are being seen all over the world.
Sky, it was live. There's about 18 people watching, and this was captured. Watch this.
Watch this. Holy shit, I forgot about this. What? Whoa. atmosphere reaction, right? But it's, why is it all white? I guess, wow. Yeah, I don't know. Sure has plain looking qualities right there, but the whole thing's flashing. And what did it do? What is this atmospheric explosion? Boom. It looks like the sun shield that we saw the other night almost, right? Curvature.
All right.
Not sun shield,
again,
or like that sun simulator, that half a triangle thing or whatever. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's not that. But I'm just saying, this most likely is in the atmosphere. I think Third Phase is working on getting the original feed, not just off the TV.
I'm going to be supplying the original link below from Joni Mama. She has a YouTube channel. We're going to supply the original link. She says, what's your thoughts? It almost looks like a force field or portal. And we asked her if we could share this to the world, and she replied, you may. And we're watching this once again. Did you guys see that? It's interesting. It does have indication of some kind of flashing. I'm not exactly sure if it matches up with FAA lights, but we can see definitely there's indication of FAA lights. I gotta say, the craft, whatever it is, an airplane, I'm not sure. It does it.
I don't know if airplanes can do such a thing. I don't know. It's just really odd, Lee Guy. Yeah, it's bizarre, man. So you think the plane is going up, right? It's going up, most likely. Let's just call it a plane for SNGs right now. We don't know what it is, but it has plane quality, so I'm just going to go with it. Why would this happen as it hits the atmosphere, like a different level, like it's going from a different level in the atmosphere? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Quite look like an airplane, but watch that.
So bizarre.
It just seems to fold over some kind of plasma field, as some people might say, but here's a still from it.
Wow.
Look at this. We're watching it once again. Incredible footage that it just so happens the person who's just watching the Japan Star Sky Watch and notice this. And
doesn't it, when the craft flashes, this flashes. So it's lighting it up. You see that?
Star Sky Watch.
Flash, boom, flash, boom.
Lucky enough to
boom
actually film the screen.
Unreal.
No matter how you have to get
it's close to it.
That's great.
Watch.
And I'm glad
when
we're
it
sharing
boom
this with you right now. What's
boom.
your thoughts?
Boom.
Yeah, this is pretty wild.
Boom.
I have a couple theories on it. We're looking at something that, again, none of us has ever seen. This is a pretty unique capture.
That's
wild.
Throw
it out there. Could there maybe be a
hypersonic?
A water
maybe.
droplet
Yeah, maybe.
on the far side of the lens, and as this light,
it's not a reflection.
It kind of maybe could create.
How's that a reflection?
What we're looking
off
at
what?
right here.
Off
but
the.
It's still fantastic, and it's a mystery.
Reflecting off the atmosphere.
Again, we're looking at.
That's not a reflection off the TV, if that's what you mean. Could it be? Is that what you mean, B. Baker? Nah. There's a rainbow in there. Yeah, I wouldn't show it if I didn't think this was in the atmosphere. There's a rainbow. It's a rainbow effect. I don't think that's the TV screen and somebody cleaned it. Oh, maybe it is. No, it's not.
Of FAA lights. I gotta say, the craft, whatever it is, an airplane, I'm not sure.
So, if this was on the TV, and let's just say somebody cleaned their TV with Windex or some product, and it left a smudge, is that what we're saying? Is that what we've gone to with this one? I mean, that would be interesting, but I can't agree with that one. So, as the airplane's passing by the smudge on the TV, when it blinks, it lights it up? Is that what we're looking at?
It doesn't quite look like an airplane, but watch that.
You would see other streaks. You would see other stuff. It's an atmospheric anomaly from the airplane. It's weird. I wonder if that's a normal thing, This is what I mean about ufology. There's always something unique. Whether it's got an easy explanation or not. This is weird, and it deserves the attention. It's just like the next one here. I mean, last night's episode was phenomenal. You know, I have to show you this next one because it's weird. It's also weird. I am going to be... All right, let's just watch it.
¡Ay, maldito camión! ¡Maldito camión del demonio!
¡Ay, coño!
¡Qué merda!
She said, holy
Brian,
shit.
no te vas a creer. Brian está
French, that's
cerca.
French.
Brian, Bonnie, ¿te imaginas qué mierda? ¿Qué puta? Del celular no se ve. Vai, tô gravando aí.
That's
não
French.
se vê.
Frexican.
Oxe, é redondo, amor.
It's Frexican.
Vai tomar no cu, Matheus. Agora sim acredito em você.
Mexa-Wrench.
Oxi. Cállate, Miquela. Espera um ratito.
Mas não é só a gente que deve estar vendo, tem um monte de gente.
Teu cu, Matheus. Olha isso.
That is not on the mountain. All right?
Oxi, para, Miquela. Bueno, mi amor, espera un ratito.
All right, let's get a closer shot on whatever was captured in the sky. We see rush hours happening, traffic, it's unbearable, semi-rigs backed up, but what's going on in the sky hanging there that resembles some kind of disc-shaped object, a boomerang, may I call it. It's very bizarre, but you could hear it in the voice from the eyewitnesses within the car that they were shocked. And we have another angle that we're looking at from the same people proving whatever it is, it's up there. It goes behind the overbridge there, and I'm not seeing any kind of building or anything like that. I think whatever's in the sky here,
let's take a look,
is...
I don't know, guys. This is very unified. Like, it looks like there's something there, and then you can obviously see it go down here. There's 4 lights on the front, and this, if we were on the other side of this, I think this light is just like this light on this side, but on the other side. But we'll never know. This is very uniform right here. There's a craft. I believe there's a craft here. I don't think these are independent lights. And it looks like a craft. Watch.
Up there, hovering.
See, you can see the reflection of the lights on the craft.
What's your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely not CGI. We don't put that stuff up. What we
see, it's kind of like getting light over here.
Do is look at good evidence.
Whoops.
And we share it. We don't know what this is. Could it be... I'm not sure. What, skydivers? I'm not seeing them drop to the ground. They seem to be just staying up there. I like the way the girl got two-way.
Could it be a reflection off a windshield? That's a good one that I didn't think of yet. Let's take a look and see if it is Lord Ludicrous Plaid. Let's see if that's a possibility.
So this kind of shows that these lights have been up much longer than
let's see
a parachute or a team falling out of the sky. It seems like, even take a look at this, traffic, I'm thinking, is backing up because of this sighting. Everybody's seeing it, and they're wondering what the hell's going on in the sky.
I want to see something cut. There we go. If it's a reflection, well, that just debunked it right there.
Maybe,
yeah.
But
that's in the sky, brother. That's in the sky. What's up, Ricardo?
This is a
thank you, man. Good. Happy New Year to you too. It's a great 2022. Ricardo Jimenez with $2 super chat. Don't forget, we live off super chats. That's how we go 6 days a week. So super chat, PayPal, Cash App, super sticker. You know the drill.
Display of UFO activity.
Thank you,
it's
Ricardo.
Unidentified. We don't know what it is.
Continuing supporter of GUFON.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, Brent, and I'd have to say it looks definitely. I'd have to roll out, Brent, drones for sure. But if this is a craft and it's a solid object in the sky, I'd have to estimate this thing to be at least 50 to maybe 100 feet. Again, it's hard to get any kind of perception on this, but I don't see any deception as far as some people want to say this is simply CGI and we put up CGI videos. No, we're sharing you the evidence that's coming in from the public like you. That
I think that's it. Pretty freaking awesome. I don't see now these lights changed during the drive. There's now 2 here. Looks like it may have turned a little, but I want to show you something from the earlier shot. Here's the earlier one. See, now there's 4 here. I think it turned or the lights shifted. I don't think this is a building because, well, you can see the sky passing, you know, the trees passing in the sky there. I would never think that there's no way. Watch. Huh? See? You could tell.
All right, let's get a closer shot on whatever was captured in the sky. We see rush hours happening.
You can see that's up in the sky. And I'm wondering if it's moving away from her. I wish she could have stopped for a second. I think that's actually in the sky. Yeah. Yeah, we need a daytime shot. This is the problem, you know, when you get submissions, they don't always go back to that area, or, you know, they don't feel like doing anything. Or maybe they figured it out and don't want to ruin what it really is. There's a lot of variables that come in to getting an update on these. And, you know, when they're in other countries, it's hard. You know, it's just, I wish we could get an update, but it's a really good sighting. I don't know what it is. Again, usually I can't tell what these things are. But that's a pretty good one in my opinion. For what it is. How many times do we see these lights and they're parachuters, you know, with the little flares on the end of their boots, you know? Or we see what looks like Chinese lanterns. Hold on a second. This light over here just came on. The one here, right? That was just popping on, I think. Let me see something. I may be wrong. It looks like, I don't know if it's the dirt on the window, but watch that last one here. It's flashing, I thought. No, maybe I'm wrong. It's coming up. Right here. See? It may just be the clarity of this. See, I think this thing's getting further away from them because it's not as clear now. And it's darker out. Now, a lot of people may think, oh, Phoenix Lights all over again. Please. Phoenix Lights was flares. Are these flares? I don't think so. I don't know. But I would like to see the entire video from beginning to end. You know, what were they videotaping before? Were they in the car singing? You know, were they making a TikTok video? And then see what happens after. You know, if they say, oh my God, you know, oh, that was just a building. You know, a lot of times we get these videos and they're edited. Not these people, but it's happened a lot where people just give you 5 seconds of a 4-minute video and they just give you the clearest portion. Well, I like to get the whole story. You know, if you're going to make these great claims that you're capturing a UFO, we need all of it. It's just not the way. It's just not how it works in this field. These are just regular people not expecting to see a UFO. Nobody does expect it. And they did the best they could. And they turned it on and started recording. I still would like to see what they were saying, but, you know, in a perfect world someday. Pretty good. Those are some of the sightings I wanted to go over with you. I do have some wild stuff here to show you. Well, is it wild? I don't really know if it's that wild, but let me see. What is this? No, I don't want that one. All right. Okay. This is bizarre. Okay. I'm legitimately angry. And I'm holding it in. Because before the show tonight, I always email myself stories from whether it be TikTok or, Twitter. I send everything to an email that I make for the show, that I have for the show. I don't see them. And this isn't the first time. I've lost count how many times this has happened. I'm kind of getting a little pissed. There's a lot of stuff I could talk about from yesterday that I didn't get to, but it makes me mad. Well, I got an email from my mother. Check this out. Let me tell you what it is. Interested in working for Amazon. Can you just please stop sending me places to go work? I ain't doing it. Unbelievable. All the time. Constantly. Hey, maybe you should go work for the post office. Every time I go visit, the post office probably... do you realize how hard it is for me to get in the post office at 54 years old with bad knees? Work for the post office. I think I'm put myself through that. It's funny. It's funny. I'm their little kid. I'm little Richie. Makes me angry. Yeah, I hate that people care. I do. Don't care about me. Stop carrying. Oh. All right. I'm going to hurt some people's hearts today. A lot of you who were real gung-ho on this mysterious shaped thing on the moon. Remember? The Chinese rover captured it. No, we're going to see what it is in a few weeks. Well, we figured it out. You ready? This is amazing. I would have never thought... Oh, my God. I would have never thought that it would be a rock. Oh, this amazing. Close to tears. Our Space has published an update on the mysterious hut. And it's so underwhelming, it's brilliant. It's just a small rock on a crater rim that they're now calling Jade Rabbit for its appearance. Yeah. There you go. There, that's what they're telling you that object was. That funny looking hut. Does that look like it was it? No, it doesn't. It looks nothing like what we thought we were seeing. I don't know, man. This is just annoying. Look. This is it, they're saying. That's the rock. That, I don't know, man. That looks different than this. That's the rock! Look at this. Looks like something landed there recently. That's the rock. This thing. So what? This is the other side of it? Look. They showed us the picture and it looked like it had a straight edge to it. I don't see a straight edge anywhere on this thing, right? Look, I can't blow this up, but that looks a little bit different than what I remember. Let's save this image. I want to work on it I want to blow it up. All right. So let's blow it up. Yeah, I guess it could be it. Yeah, I know this isn't the best quality, but excuse me. Just doing this on the FLY. Why? Because we like you. That's your boy right there. It's amazing. Thank you, China. You are just like us. China thought they could outdo the Americans with bullshit pictures from the moon. Thanks for changing that. Thanks for changing it up. Oh, look at this. From High Strangeness. All right. We may have an answer to the ring that was found around the ISS. Look, hey, let's take a look here. Let's see what they're saying about it. Here we go. Who does this come from? I don't know. Here's the YouTube. All right, let's go to YouTube. This is from Noticias Actuales Paranormals. Actual paranormal shit. All right.
Now you'll notice that there is soot on some of these rockets that we reuse.
Soot.
And here's a quick explanation of why and how that soot forms.
Soot.
The rocket-grade kerosene, or RP1, used to fuel a Falcon 9 is carbon-based. So when it burns the fuel, it generates soot. Now, as the booster approaches landing, as you can see on your left-hand screen, it does a re-entry burn to slow the vehicle down prior to re-entering back into the Earth's atmosphere.
Are they saying it's soot? No. That is not soot. They didn't say anything about it. Soot. Soot. Guys. We need somebody from NASA. Smoke ring. Yeah, they're vaping. They're vaping. That's all it is. It's vape. Soot. That's how stupid we are. So, well, that was nice of something to fall out of my face. I've never seen anything like that before. So they could have said anything, and I would have felt just the same as hearing it was soot. Soot. All right. Yeah. Well, you know what they don't do? They don't prove it. They just say it. You know, I hate NASA. I do. They're just jagoffs. They really are. All right. So, Red Rum Joe. We need to run into this real quick now. Red Rum Joe. We'll get back to another video. Don't worry about it. Red Rum Joe says, if you don't see any connection between UFOs or areas with UFO activity, orbs and poltergeist activity, you haven't been paying attention. I certainly don't understand it, but the connection is there. That's where some of the evidence seems to go. So Red Rum Joe thinks that the paranormal and UFOs are connected. That has been a very interesting thought for many, many years in the paranormal community, and here at GUFON and the old AZ UFO show, we used to talk about that all the time. And the weird thing is, I can't dismiss it. I just can't. Red Rum Joe has made a good point. Let me explain why. When I first met my wife, you know, she'd stay at my place, I'd stay at her place, and eventually I moved into her house because my lease ended on my townhome that I was living in, so we just went there. It was better, had a bigger garage and, you know, a nice backyard. So I never had paranormal activity. And when I moved in with her, it was in 2002, a year after we met. And we had just gotten married and all that stuff. So, you know, I moved in like a month before we were getting married. You know. So anyway, when I first moved in there, I saw strange stuff, but I dismissed it. Satellites, you know, in the sky, things of that nature, because my eyesight at that time wasn't that great. I did not get my LASIK surgery yet. I could not even read that big E on the eye chart. That's how bad my eyesight was. I had glasses, but she wound up finding this guy she sold a car to when she used to work at the dealership, and he gave us a huge discount. So I got my eyes done in 2004 in March. April 15th, about 5 weeks after I got the surgery on the eyes, is when I saw the UFOs. However, I did see stuff when I had my glasses on that I would lay back on the Chase Lounge and look up at the sky and see weird things, but I never thought UFOs. Never. Not even a little. Satellites. And at that time, I did have some, and I never have them, but nightmares. And in 2003, at the end of 2003, I had a really huge nightmare. I woke up screaming. I remember waking up, leaning on my side and seeing a clock, the clock on my nightstand. But I saw a floating head. And it was there. And it was a woman. She had dark hair. She looked right at me. And this all took about 2 seconds for all this stuff to happen. When you explain it, it takes some time, right? So, in my mind, I said, I am going to reach out and see what it feels like. As soon as I went to lift my hand, it's as if it read my mind. It went, it went through me, and it came at me, and its hair, jumped up like Medusa. It wasn't, but she changed. She got evil looking as she came right through me. And immediately I jumped back and went, ah! I guess because that's what I probably looked like at night at 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m, by the way. 3:03 to be exact. And for no apparent reason that I could think of, I started crying. And I was angry. Like, why do you, and all this stuff. My wife woke up. Angus wasn't with us yet. And she's like, babe, what's going on? I go, you wouldn't believe. And we've had those conversations every time I woke up from something. I said, you're not going to believe what happened. And she said, what happened? What happened? My God, you're all wet. And my face was covered in tears. Like, how did all those tears come out of me? Who knows how long that actually took? I could have been crying for a minute. I don't know. So that was like in late November. In January, just after New Year's, I saw a little girl. There's in that house, you can walk down the center of it, look to the left. The kitchen was right there. There was a divider, and to the right was the living room. But I was walking to another bathroom because our bathroom was getting remodeled, so I had to use the guest one. So as I'm walking down, shuffling my feet to the other bathroom, out of the corner of my eye, I see somebody. You have the sink and the kitchen and appliances, and then there's a little divider, and then a place where you could eat, like a little round nook, the windows and everything. She was standing as far away from me as you could possibly get, like this. Just like this. She had her hands, her head was down, and she was probably 10 or 11, maybe 12. It's hard to tell. And she looked up at me, and I went like that, and she vanished. And I said, what did I just see? Now, that all took like 2 seconds. It happens like fast. It's not like it took as long as I told you. And then right after that, a couple of months in April, me and my wife were outside. I bought Angus for us, and on April 15th at 10 o'clock, we were both looking up, enjoying the night, and Angus's first walk, and she goes, babe, do you see that? And then I looked up and I said, oh yeah, it's probably a satellite. She goes, no, that it moved, like it zigged and zagged is what she said. And I looked up and I'm like, now I had my eyesight done just 6 weeks earlier. So I could see everything, and I'm like, oh my God, there it is. And it popped up again, and it zigzagged, and it went forward, then it backtracked, and then it went down a little bit, and it disappeared. But there were a couple of them. And the other two were staying static while one moved. And then when it dimmed out, they all dimmed out. So it wasn't like it went pop, pop, pop. They were all there. I see the one move, come back, move down a little bit. It winks out. The other two winked out. I said, satellites don't do that. But the weird thing is, I was seeing stuff earlier, but I didn't have glasses to understand what I was seeing. I didn't have the eyesight to see what I was seeing. I needed new glasses. When you get LASIK surgery and you look at the sky with new eyes, it is unreal. The trees and the leaves and the rocks on the ground, everything is crisp. And I had 20/15 vision. But yeah, even though I had glasses, yeah, I know. It wasn't like I could see perfectly. I saw things, but I couldn't tell what they were. I still had to squint. So the glasses, whatever, didn't really matter if I had them. But with the new eyesight, and my wife had LASIK surgery just a year before, we were seeing everything. She was out there with me. I went out that night after I saw that. I went out the next night, saw it again. Right overhead, just me. She wasn't there. It was different, but it was the same. It showed up, and then it moved. And then it went back, and then this time it just winked out. It was only one, but it was in the same general area. So immediately after that, I stayed outside for a little bit, but about an hour later, I go inside and I'm on the internet and seeing if anybody saw these UFOs or lights in the sky. UFOs over Phoenix is what I typed in. And it brought up some guy's website, Jeff Willis, UFOsoverPhoenix.com. I emailed him. And I know something that is pretty much universal with other researchers out there, because Jeff's been doing this longer than me. I also met a guy named Rob and a couple of guys who's Jerry, and I can't remember this other guy's name, but there was 5 of us that would go UFO hunting, and where they lived, where I lived, we all went to everybody's locations. Michael was the other guy. Mike Silvestri. And we all came to the conclusion, because Rob said, you guys need to come over my house, because not only do I see UFOs, but we have paranormal activity around the time we see them. And we went over to Rob's house, and he would see stuff, but we wouldn't. We would look out the window at the street, and then he'd be saying, the shadows, can't you see the shadows? They're running up and down the street. I'm like, dude, I don't see shit. But he saw these shadows. We were upstairs in his bedroom. I found balloons in the closet that were half deflated. I'm like, what's this guy doing? I'm like, what are they there for, Rob? What are you doing? He says, I'm doing tests, da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, all right. Which gave me the idea to do balloon tests, which I wound up doing. Then I talked to Mike, and I said, Mike, he lived 60 miles from us. And I was like, any weird stuff happening at your house? He's like, why? And he got like defensive. I'm like, well, Rob says he sees shadows. I've seen this girl in my house a few times, and other stuff has happened like you wouldn't believe. But just curious. And he's like, yeah, not me, but my girlfriend saw stuff. Jerry saw stuff too. He saw an Indian girl. She had pigtails, looked like she was an Indian. Sorry, indigenous. So to say that there is a connection between the paranormal and UFOs is not a stretch. I think we need to start talking about this more. Clear Channel here says, I don't have time to follow UFO podcasts, but from what I've seen on Twitter, people are mixing real UFOs, flying saucers, with spirits, ghosts, poltergeist, and the devil, with no clear connection between them. True. I stay with the nuts and bolts. All right. Well, understandably so. All right. Understandably so. Let's see here. Glenn Dennis. It's hard to read this stuff. He said somebody would be picking my bones. All right. I know there's stuff here, but I can't read it. I don't know. Anyway, I think that is something we need to dive into. Now, one thing I want to do, and this is the hardest part of being a researcher, and you don't have a way to travel to meet these people or do the research. People who send me UFO stuff, I'm kind of curious if you do have paranormal activity. That'd be nice to know. I think we should ask that question. And I bet you the answer would be yes. I have a feeling. So what would the connection be? So the places aren't haunted? Is that what we're saying? They're not spiritual? Or are these aliens possibly living in empty homes and empty asylums and empty music places, theaters and shit? Is that what's going on? Is that what we're getting into now? We are now looking to see if there's a connection with the poltergeist and UFOs in a serious manner. If this is what's happening now, I'm excited a little bit. So here's what I think should be going on now. Let's say Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures crew, Zach Bagans and Aaron and everybody else. They go to a location that's supposedly really haunted. But bring a couple of UFO guys and see what's going on in the sky at the same time. Heck, if you think about it, places like Skinwalker Ranch have paranormal activity and UFOs. That place is like, I don't know, what do you call that place? Skinwalker Ranch would be I don't know. It would be like the Nazca, It would be like the Grand Canyon. You have all these different levels of shit, different sediments that tell you different stories at different times on Earth. Well, maybe there's different levels of paranormal and UFO activity that we need to slice through. I'm pretty sure people are doing the research out there. Is it being something that is it being taken more seriously at this point? So I don't know. I'm interested though. And I think now when I talk to you people who send me things, I'm interested to know. Anthony at Unidentified S4, you've seen UFOs and recorded them. Any paranormal activity at your house? Be interesting to know. Anybody else, right? All you guys out there send me stuff. Hey, a gosh all over you. Easy_E_021. Thank you for the $10 super at Gush chat. All over ufology and the paranormal and the poltergeist. Forget about it. Oh, I got a shirt for Christmas, and it's an alien doing this, and he's like Italian, like Italian, and he's going. It's a good shirt. It's back there, and I can't get through this to get it. Damn it! I even got it out tonight to get. I was gonna wear it, and I tried it on, and it doesn't fit me. So maybe I'll give it away. No, I'm gonna hang it on the wall. Put it in a glass case someday. Easy E, continuing supporter of GUFON. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. And you know what? Let's give you one of these for the new year. Hey, it's raining. I'm gonna try to find more of these. But I like it. Thank you very much. Easy_E_. underscore 021. Mucho gusto, teneroso. So where is the new backdrop? Oh, it's behind me. I have to paint, and I got to put a wood divider up, and I'm realizing now with all these extra squares that I have, the sound density foam things, I'm just going to do it here, put some on the ceiling. I've got to put the rivets in, these black, they go in corners and they're black, and I just got 2 rows of them to go back there. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the entire studio. I think it's going to be almost like what I had in Arizona, because I'm going to be using a DSLR camera. And I bought the thing so I could do it. All right, the attachment, I got the wires here, and I got it working, and then I did something else with the camera, and I never plugged it back in. I'm that lazy, yes. I like the way the green screen looks better than the studio right now. So I thought when the studio's done, then I'll reveal it. It's halfway done. So I'm painting it tomorrow. Just an update on it. And I'm putting up the wooden piece. And it's going to look good. It's going to look really good when it's done. I think it's going to look swell. But thanks for asking. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, that has to happen. You know what I mean? All right. Let's get back to work. What is this? I pulled this up. Oh, I know, Into Thin Air. I was going to show you a piece of one of his videos real quick. So let's see. That's one I had up. Where did it go? Is this it? Oh, here it is. You can hear it already. Well, this one is 10 near-Earth objects this month. Possible January hurricane, big Nicaragua earthquake. I don't know. I thought it was interesting, but see, we'll just play it for a minute. Just because we have permission. Into Thin Air.
In a very short period of time, it seems that the eastern side of the Pacific Ring of Fire, including a very rare 5.7 Antarctica earthquake, both of these situations leading to the 6.2 to 6.5 earthquake that just took place in Central America off the coast of Nicaragua. We will certainly discuss the latest shaking going on in those areas, but we also have to take a look at our NEO chart, near Earth objects. Did you know we are going to have not 1, not 2, not 3, but 10 different asteroid passings in the month of January alone? We've talked about one of those monsters here on the channel, specifically the asteroid expected to pass on January 18th, nearly 3 times the size of the Empire State Building. We got everything going on today, from a winter storm right over to some of the coldest wind chill temperatures we've seen all year. And how about this? To top it all off, we could be looking at the possibility of a January hurricane. More than likely no threat to land, but the fact that we may have a named hurricane in the Atlantic Ocean for January, 5 years to the month after last time this happened, it actually wouldn't even surprise me. We are going to break this all down and take a look at what's going on around this world right here, right now. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. January 6th, 2022, 2:14 p.m. And I'm going to get right into this. I've made you wait long enough. We're going to start with the earthquakes. And I have you here on the USGS. Over the last day and a half, it seems that the eastern side of the Ring of Fire, which circles the Pacific Ocean with some of our biggest earthquakes and the highest number of volcanoes in the world.
I don't like this.
6.2 magnitude earthquake, downgraded to a 6.1, being shown as a 6.5 on some other charts, took place in Central America, right off the the coast of Nicaragua. From what I read so far, the 21.6 kilometer depth earthquake did not cause much damage or things of that nature, but it is part of a string of earthquakes, including one that took place in Antarctica. You do not hear that too often. A 5.7 Antarctica quake, which is very close to the hotspot of the South Sandwich Islands. We do get a lot of big quakes here, but usually that's where it stops. It's rare to get earthquakes in the Antarctica region. So we have that to add to the list of rare earthquakes. And then a little bit of controversy and differing opinions between earthquake sensors, talking about this 5.3 that took place off the west coast of the United States 14 hours ago. Now, something to notice here is that you could see on the chart the Volcano Discovery website lists this as a 5.3. Now, here on the USGS, all we have is the report of the 4.6 earthquake near Petrolia, California, which is also labeled on the Volcano Discovery website. So the USGS has not reported this 5.3 that not only showed up on multiple charts, but if you go to the Volcano Discovery website and you look down at their stats, it says at 2:45, right after this earthquake took place earlier today, it says it is now using data updates from the USGS.
If you guys want to check out the rest of that, I recommend it. That's Into Thin Air. Link will be in the description as soon as the show ends, give or take a few minutes. Well, I like that report because I've been seeing it elsewhere, other channels reporting on the activity of earthquakes. And the big one is overdue. The one that's supposed to hit the San Andreas Fault, LA area. The last time there was a real serious earthquake was in 1989, I believe. It was the Oakland earthquake. Oakland A's were in the World Series, and it hit around 5:20, I think, something like that. And you could hear, I think it was Al Michaels saying, "I think we're having an earthquake," and the screen's shaking a little bit. I was watching that live. It's pretty wild. And then they were showing pictures of the pancaking of the freeway over there. Oh my God! You're sitting there going, "Holy shit!" People were crushed. It was, I think 65 people died or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember. But that was, I think, a 7.3, if I remember correctly. Probably wrong on that. But I remember watching that, and that was just terrible. Just terrible. Yeah, they didn't play. I remember they didn't play the game. I think it was like 2 days later they did or something. But I remember the ball players out on the field hugging their wives and their families. "Are you okay?" And they were all standing, like in the field instead of underneath all the seats and, stadium and whatnot. Man, it was crazy. And then, all the fires that happened and aftershocks. It was awful. It was like a movie. Anyway, what concerns me is that we're overdue. This whole planet is probably going to have one major earthquake. And what that earthquake is probably going to do is trigger Yellowstone. Because that's the one we don't want to happen. And that's overdue. Every 160,000 years, that thing is supposed to explode. Yeah, there's always activity there. That's why they have the geysers and all that stuff going off over there. Because it's hot. The whole thing, it's a super massive volcano, man. It's as big as they get. If that thing goes, forget about it. Yeah? Yep. I think tomorrow we're going to look at some Mars anomalies again. All right, what's this? Let me see. Oh, this is, okay. Oh, whatever happened to the Baltic Sea anomaly? Yeah, let me see what happened with that thing. Here's a story from Reddit. I just saw it. All right, let's take a look. Let's see. This is from Express. Yeah. 140,000-year-old Baltic Sea anomaly. Crashed UFO or on seabed will blow your mind. What? They're really talking? They really think that's a UFO. Oh, I just all of a sudden got hit with some heartburn. No, that ain't working. I thought maybe that was a video we could watch here. That's just a... See, it brings my... Can't play it. This 200-foot wide object, 300 feet below the Baltic, with its staircase leading to a dark hole, has baffled oceanographers since its discovery in 2012. Now explorers believe they are one step closer to discovering the truth behind the mysterious 140,000-year-old Baltic Sea anomaly. Bearing a striking resemblance to the Star Wars Millennium Falcon, the Baltic Sea anomaly appears to be formed of pieces of angular metal, prompting claims it is a crashed UFO. Swedish explorer Peter Lindberg and his Ocean X team of marine explorers discovered the strange object during a dive searching for an old shipwreck. Dennis Asberg, who made the discovery alongside Mr. Lindberg, told TV4 in Sweden, "There is a mountain. It could be 20 to 25 meters tall with a canyon in the middle. And below, there is a lot of loose rocks. The trail starts from here. Actually, there is two trails. There is one that leads to this large circle. Then there's another trail that leads to the second object, which is about 200 meters from the round circle. We found it at the same time as the circle. But we had such focus on the circle that we have not had enough time to look at the other object. It is not circular. We wanted to look into it some more and decided to keep this totally quiet. We contacted geologists, marine biologists, and when they said they had never seen anything like this, of course, more thoughts were triggered. It could be something really awesome that we found. Even more intriguingly, a structure that looks like a staircase appears to lead to a dark hole with the second structure found nearby. Speculation is rife over what the object could be, with some saying it could be an anti-submarine device left over from World War II, a battleship gun turret, or indeed a flying saucer. Despite looking like a huge rock, scientists say the structure appears to be made of metal. Electric and satellite diving equipment reportedly cuts out when near the object. Wow. Stefan Hogerborn, a professional diver with Ocean X, said, "Anything electric out there, and a satellite phone as well, stopped working when we were above the object. Then when we got 200 meters away, it turned on again." Mr. Lindberg's Ocean X team are continuing to investigate the object 5 years after making the initial discovery while exploring the floor of the Bothnian Sea between Sweden and Finland. What is this, from 2017? Sonar has found drag marks between the object, and geologist Steve Weiner says, according to his tests, the structure is not a geological formation. Woe to you, O earth and sea, for the devil sends the beast with wrath, because he knows that time is short. Let him who hath understanding reckon the number of the beast, for it is a human number. Its number is 666. Dun, 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 dun. I left alone. Dun, 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 my mind was blank. Dun, dun, dun. I needed time to think, to get the memories from my mind. What did I see? Could I believe that what I saw that night was real and not just fantasy? Just what I saw in my own dreams was a reflection of my woman staring back at me. 'Cause in my dreams, it's always there. The evil rays and twists its mind and brings me to a spell. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. A little Iron Maiden for you. Thank you, Tim Frick, with a $5 super chat saying thanks, and I don't know what for. Was it the Baltic Sea anomaly? I hope so. Thank you. Mucho gusto, generoso. $85. By the way, there were some people who did submit cash apps. and I did not get to those from yesterday and the day before. And also PayPal. I know Dorothy did, but let me see if I could find those other people, because they do email it to this account. Let's take a look here. See, now why doesn't it show up? You know? I don't appreciate that. Sky fell onto Australia. Oh, shit. Let me show you this thing. Let me show you this. You think you've seen hail? Holy shnikey. This comes from Wild Weather US. Unbelievable. I've been holding on to this for 5 days. You're going to love it. I know you guys like weird weather. Corbell's eyes just moved. Yes, they did. They do move. Do not be alarmed when they do. Jesus. Yes? That looks like Arizona. It's Australia. That's not egg sized. That's not even, that's ping pong ball. Dude, get out of there. Oh, okay. We had a hailstorm in Arizona about 5 years ago, and so many cars were damaged. You'd see them all over the city for like a couple of years. It's amazing. They were just pounded with dents. It was covered if you had insurance. There's one in here that I like this. I like it when they hit the water. Now, there's another one here with water. Whoops. Oh, this one is. Pea size. Looks like it's snowing. That's coming down, man. That's a weak one. Come on. There's a big one. That's a good one. Just too sloppy.
The ACT State Emergency Service said that, as of 7:30 p.m., they're out to repair down power lines. Residents in multiple suburbs said they were forced to flee for cover and were busy trying to remove trees and other debris from roads. Just finished clearing 2 large gum trees off the road and...
Anyway, I guess they're all from Australia. Interesting. I didn't read that all. It's my fault. My bad. I don't know what I'm doing. That Baltic Sea anomaly is pretty cool, man. I don't know what it is, but if they're having issues with electrical equipment as they're, swimming above it, or whatever they're doing down there, if they're above it, I don't know, in their little vehicle. Very, very weird. It's a weird thing. It looks like a UFO. Wait a minute. Hold on now. I want to show you something about the Baltic Sea anomaly. Take a look. What does this remind you of? Just what it's made of. Oumuamua. Right? See, what's weird about this, I mean, these could be stairs? I don't know, man. I need to see them up close and personal on this thing. But Oumuamua looks like, according to what they said it might have looked like, kind of reminds me of what this was. I wonder if anybody's made that connection, Oumuamua with the Baltic Sea anomaly. You know? Pretty wild. Hold on. I have so many videos that I would never show. I don't know where these came from. Oh, here's something that might be fake. I don't know if it's real, but I'm going to show you. Stay away from this cereal. And watch this. always look inside your cereal boxes. Whoever finds this, please understand this wasn't meant to happen. This will be the beginning of the end. The GOG has been following me for weeks. They are listening in every heating system in all the United States homes built after the date of February 13th, 2014. Jake Second Destiny is who starts this. Let's take a look at Jake's Second Destiny and see what that's about. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. I don't see anything. Nothing. Jake Destiny? Destiny. Well, I'm not going to spend time now on the show looking it up. I figured if it showed up, well, maybe we'd have a conversation about it, but it's probably just a fake. That guy could have easily opened it up at the bottom, put that in there, and then turn the box over and open it from the top. And, of course, you can check the glue marks, but we never saw the bottom. All right. UFOs around the moon. Oh, did we see this already? Oh, I don't think we've seen this yet. Let me take a look at it first. From Mavi. Oh. Well, I don't know about this one, guys. Let's take a look. You tell me. This is from December 31st. I've had this here. Just didn't have time to get to it, I guess. Check it out. There it is. From Mavi 777 UFO alarm. That's crazy, Mr. Big Feet. Well, that was interesting. So what is this? A reflection? It's on the outer edge of this aura. I thought there was more to this. Yeah, here it is. Man, maybe this is a solar panel. I don't know. Again, what do I know? You know, I don't do any research. I don't know anything. I can't take a look at it. Is this another one? Hold on. Come on.
Olha só.
It's the sun setting.
Porra aí, sim? Eu sei. Não, drone não?
Não.
É não, na altura dessa. Muito alto. Tá vendo? Vai acabar é o mundo aí, viu? Essa danada, velho. Tem uma luzinha piscando, ó.
Oh, watch this. Here's the guy. Watch. Oh, well, we don't get much out of that. This has got to be just something that they're not showing us. It's out of focus. So I'm not interested. Yeah, not interested. The link will be in the description. Every video I play here, the links are always in the description. Yeah, let's get away from that. All right, what? Okay, well, let's get to today. Go over some Twitter. And then we'll get out of here. What? Fake tweets from fake CNN News.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question?
Oh, that's just Trump. See, this is what bothered me. I had a lot of stuff set up for this, and now I don't. So I'm going to do a quick run, and we are going to look at this together and pick two stories from Twitter. Let's see. We already did that, so let's go to home. Let's get rid of this. Oh, look at this. I mean, what are the odds, really? Seeing the spaceship, why we need to pay attention to anomalies. Yeah, not interested. Not interested. Funny. Glad you won the fight. Maureen. I-17 shooting. That's Phoenix. Not interested. Does anybody have anything to say? David Adair's on Dark Sky Files. Go check. Oh, that was 1 minute ago. Marcus, nobody is more alone than you. Double vat. All right, that is not for tonight. There are some people in society who took experimental therapy for a donut, a bloody donut. Hey, when you hop into an Uber and the driver's playing Wu-Tang Clan. Nah, that's good. That's good. Danny Silva, Silver Records, the man who thinks he's the best thing since sliced breadsticks. What's he saying? Because Christopher Mellon made a comment here. Why hasn't Lou Elizondo been offered his DOD job back? What? Christopher Mellon? Well, Danny Silva replied, since Mr. Mellon wrote this, and many of his requests have occurred recently, I wonder if this will. Also, Lou Elizondo back at the helm of a UFO program? Seriously? Seriously. Let's see. The Black Vaults, perhaps clearing the air on exactly what speeding ordinances were violated would be a great next step to public acceptance of such a tactic. I thought maybe the 3 UAP videos being released, yet Mr. Elizondo told me he had no idea how the videos got out. So what could they be? It's commonplace for people to attack the messenger when they don't like the message. We need to get... No. We don't like the message because it's a bullshit message. Not that we don't like it. If it's a lie, we don't like it. We need to get beyond such pettiness and in domestic politics as well as national security. In the meantime, how about a pat on the back for Lou? Even if he did perhaps violate a few speeding ordinances in his effort to get a long overdue warning message to our leaders. He got caught speeding? In the meantime, however, it's hard to see, based on this example, why anyone at DoD or the IC would want to think outside the box or challenge groupthink. In truth, it seems all you can expect for doing is criticism and ad hominem attacks. Okay. So this is about Lou. This is just a metaphor, right? You guys can find all of my links in the description of every show, or you can go to GUFON's channel, the homepage, look over to the right, and you'll see the About button, and you can see the links there. No, I don't need to see it, Panther. Yeah, I know all about Doty. He's been interviewed. Cousin's brothers interviewed him several times. I'm just not in the mood. I'll watch it. I'm just not in the mood. Yeah, I'm just not in the mood. Doty. You know what? Having Doty on kind of contradicts what he was saying, right? Like I had on Kyle last night, but he's got apparently a bad history with whatever. That was 8 years ago. I don't know, whatever it was. But Doty's done worse. Doty killed a guy because he made him go crazy, thinking that he was seeing UFOs when he wasn't. But Doty had a job to do. And he had to mislead this person. I can't remember the guy's name. I should know it, okay? But I can't remember right now. Everybody knows the story. Drove that guy to his death. What a piece of shit. Doty, I think, is a piece of shit for that. End of story. Matter of fact, it's a good time to go. Yeah. Oh, Graham McNeil. Yeah, I know. I should take a look at that. I will. Simon Holland. Okay. I think I did. I think I did. But all right, I'll double check. Most people in this community are full of shit. How you doing? A lot of people still trust Doty. He's a POS. Yeah, I don't like him. I don't know. I don't like him. He's like a Hitler light. He just reminds me of Hitler. I don't like his look. Stupid mustache that he used to wear. Is he wearing that mustache tonight? Fucking Doty. So now we're bringing Doty back into the mix. Now I know he's in. I know he's been around the block lately. But he's getting a pass, right? People used to hate Doty. Then all of a sudden he started coming around when Lou started making noise, right? And we were calling Lou the new Doty. Well, it must have awakened the beast within. Little Hitler came out of his slumber, and started getting interviews and talking to people. And now he's in the warm graces of ufology. Screw that guy. Can't believe anything he says. He's counterintelligence. Why would anybody want to believe a word that comes out of this guy's mouth? Because maybe he has some value to bring to ufology? You don't say. In my mind, he's a criminal. I want to thank everybody for hanging out tonight. Super chatters and moderators, thank you very much for all your help. Keeping the show running smoothly. We'll be back tomorrow, don't worry about it. But it won't be the normal time because it's Saturday for the UK show at 5 p.m. Eastern. So we go 4 hours earlier for those folks in the UK so they can get a nice taste of GUFON. Also, I want to thank the veterans and the newcomers alike. If you like the show, if you gave it a chance, give it a couple of more days. Maybe you'll like it, maybe you won't. But don't forget to subscribe to it. Hit the bell. Make sure you turn the bell white. You probably got to hit it twice, I think, right? And then share it if you could. Thumbs up this show. We'll always like to see 200 likes and 50 comments. We're pretty close to that on most every video. And that's that for tonight. Glad we could do a normal show. I felt like I was a little off. Hopefully tomorrow we can fix that. Because what is GUFON? You guys know the answer, right? You know the answer? It's truthology for ufology. It is. It is.
There's a good thing. It's rotating.
What was in the skies over Jerusalem, and why did it downward was treasured sites in Christianity?
There's a UFO